Hello, it's the Sensor Gambino here with a new stream. And this stream me going over the Red Dead Online event week for this week in Red Dead Online. But yeah, starting off with the title, since of course my spectators and nothing on the PlayStation 5, there is 1.5 times money in Enroll XP on collector set sales. For the current DLC, the Bloodmoney DLC, they have done it 2 times money before, so the money is not as great as it has been before. But the last time around, they did not do a roll XP, so yeah, this time is 1.5 times money in Enroll XP. Which I should hopefully go in good details with that later. But yeah, as per usual, we'll go into the benefits section here. But yeah, there's double RDO money and XP and Overrun, which I'm assuming that's the featured series for the week, and there's actually a little prompt there to play Overrun, that's kind of nice. But yeah, Fen Territory for November 22nd. But yeah, today is the 10th, and this came out yesterday on the 9th. So what that basically means is that this is a 2-week event week. So this event week, again, like the previous event week, has double the time of a normal event week, which is kind of nice. Which means I get another like break from making a Red Dead Online event week stream. It was kind of nice not having to do one last week. So I won't have to do one next week, which is especially nice for the Trilogy Definitive Edition, which comes out tomorrow officially. Though apparently there's been like leaks and stuff like that, so definitely be worried for those who do not want spoilers. There are leaks out there about the Trilogy Definitive Edition. The one thing I will say is it's not looking that great. Though yeah, I did decide to pre-order it. It's actually kind of the first like pre-order I've ever done for the PlayStation in general, even. So I have pre-ordered it, and yeah. For me, it might come out at like 9 o'clock p.m. PST, or if not that, then maybe midnight, unless Rockstar fixes all that kind of stuff with the trilogy, where people are getting to play it super early and stuff like that. But yeah. I will hopefully be doing a trilogy thing tomorrow. Probably will start with Grand Theft Auto 3. I'll probably move on to Vice City and then San Andreas. That's probably what I'm going to be doing. I probably won't be doing all 3 at once. That'd be probably kind of hectic. But yeah. Okay, this is the featured series. Actually, looking at the paragraph here. But yeah, double RDO money and an XP. The only thing that doesn't seem to have any sort of like boost is gold. I imagine like pretty much every showdown mode Overrun does have gold to it, I imagine. So do know if you play Overrun, you should be getting like regular gold. You won't be getting like double gold or anything, but at least there is gold whatsoever. But yeah, just the 2 times kind of like logo there kind of suggests that the gold would be included, but yeah, no, there's no double gold, at least with the wording over there. And yeah, Overrun, it's been quite a while since I played that one, and yeah, there's so many showdown modes, and they're kind of boring in my opinion, so I don't really have any like particular advice for that kind of mode. Probably wouldn't bother with it, quite honestly. Though double regular XP can definitely be kind of nice for getting a Quick Draw Club, not Quick Draw Club, but Halloween Pass 2 complete. Which will actually be the very last event week as well for the Halloween Pass number 2. It's only 2 event weeks for the span of the entire like Halloween Pass 2. Because the last event week was 2 weeks long, kind of. There was minor changes in there, but surely will be for this event week as well, like the weekly collection and stuff like that, but nothing that major. So yeah, 2 double event weeks during Halloween Pass 2, which is pretty interesting. And yeah, that goes into this one, Halloween Pass 2 coming to an end soon. There's a little square prompt for Halloween Pass 2. I feel that's something they've been doing. I don't feel they've done that before, actually, until this, like, event week. I feel they haven't really done these, like, square prompts on these things before. That's definitely pretty cool. We unlock 15 ranks of spooky rewards by the 22nd. Again, that's the deadline for it, and this event week does end on the 22nd since it's a prolonged week event week. But in my opinion, definitely the best way I would say to get XP is just collect a bunch of collectibles scattered around the map. Super easy to do if you have a metal detector especially, which gets you kind of the most valuable collectibles anyways. Any above ground ones, even if you have a metal detector in your hand, you can do the Eagle Eye for finding certain above ground ones as well. And you can even go on like your preferred search engines such as like Google and stuff, and you can easily find like all kinds of like collector maps I imagine out there to make it easier to find certain collectibles and stuff. Especially if you're trying to go for full sets and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely super easy to do for the collector, and it's definitely nice. There's some benefits for the collector as well for this event week that conclude the Halloween Pass 2. And yeah, there's the Widow variant, the pump action shotgun, and then pump action shotgun. There's also like the lantern and then like the shears there as well. Those are the best like couple things, best couple limited exclusive things. I would definitely make sure to get this pass complete for those. Like I know obviously the trilogy's coming out tomorrow, like officially, like I mentioned. So yeah, I know the trilogy might distract people. Would definitely make sure to complete this, no doubt. But yeah. All Halloween Pass 2 owners apparently get rewards for 2 free shirts, which is pretty obviously just cosmetic stuff and then 2,000 Club XP. I'm assuming since there's no 2 in front of the 2,000 Club XPs, I'm assuming since there's no 2 in front of the 2,000 Club XP, it's not 4,000, it's actually just 2,000. So yeah, 2,000 Club XP, at least at the first few ranks of the at least for the first few ranks of the Halloween Pass 2, I believe there are 1,000. So if you're very early in it for some reason, then that will be 2 whole rank ups. And even if you're at like the way end, I imagine you're at least getting like a whole rank and maybe like half of a rank around there as well. So pretty decent. Not that it's very difficult to complete or anything, just saying. I'm already a rank 8 myself personally because I did play all those like all Call to Arms. I didn't play on the stream, I played all those off stream. So yeah, I'm like a little over halfway, maybe over halfway there. But yeah, defend Strawberry from Armed Invaders, earn double XP, so there's another double XP opportunity there, defending Strawberry. And yeah, Call to Arms is actually pretty decent for XP, especially if you use like specialty ammos to kill like different enemies and stuff. Every like special ammo kill you get is like an extra few XP. Which obviously short term is not that great, but long term definitely can be quite nice. And that one's through November 15th. I think there's another one as well for the 22nd, for the second half. But yeah, what this might suggest is they might only have the Strawberry map available. Last time they did things with very particular maps, they took out all the other maps and you basically had to play the one map, so you might have to play Strawberry if you're playing Call to Arms anyways. Yeah, Strawberry is an okay map. I definitely don't think it's as good as the Fort Mercer map, but yeah, it's definitely kind of an okay map, which I feel a lot of the maps are just okay. Participate in Call to Arms, you get 2,000 Club XP, so you can get another 2,000 Club XP just for participating in a Call to Arms, or again, if you're later in the pass, it's like 1 to 1.5 ranks, I would say. And if you're in the like very few beginning ranks, it's essentially 2 rank ups. So yeah, that's a very easy way to get like 2 to 3 rank ups, maybe no matter like where you are in the pass, by getting those 2,000 Club XP things, or the 4,000 total there. And yeah, I think there's supposed to be another map that it mentions on the newswire at least, but I don't really think it's mentioning that map here. Okay, it's apparently Fort Mercer from November 16th to November 22nd. Doesn't say it here for some reason, but the second map is actually Fort Mercer from the 16th to 22nd for the other half of the event here. So yeah, Fort Mercer, in my opinion, is definitely the best map. So if you want to like do only one of them between Strawberry and Fort Mercer, I would probably choose Fort Mercer. Like, there's probably kind of a strategy you can do by like blowing up the horses on like wagons and stuff, and like blocking entrances. Once you like entrances, like the barriers get destroyed. But actually, it takes like 3 to like 5 dynamites if you want to, so not that worth it. But still, I feel Fort Mercer has like the most easy like strategy you can do to kind of do it as best as you can solo. So I feel at least solo Fort Mercer is the best map. But yeah, earn a 50% bonus and the RDO money will be on all collector set sales as mentioned on the title. But yeah, obviously the collector is definitely pretty much the best way to get money in the free mode of the game already, so getting an extra 50% more on that is definitely very nice. And surely that will make the weekly collection more valuable as well, so might give an extra incentive to the small weekly collection. And then roll XP, like yeah, if you need collector skill rank 20 or anywhere really, then obviously that will be very nice as well. But yeah, I feel pretty much anyone who cares super much about the collector would have it maxed out by now. Me personally, I have all my roles maxed out, but yeah, definitely a nice extra incentive too. I would have rather preferred like another 2 times RDO money on the collector set sales, quite frankly. If they were to take away the XP thing, I would have hoped it would have been at 2 times, but yeah, it's only 1.5 times, unfortunately. Not that I take advantage of it much, but still probably would have been cooler for more players if it was 2 times money and no roll XP whatsoever. And an extra 25% RDO money and then roll XP for the Condor Egg free roam event. Now for money, I think for the Condor Egg free roam event, I think for money on the Condor Egg free roam event, you only really get that much if you win it. Because the thing is, the Condor Egg is a very highly exclusive collectible that you can only get in the Condor Egg free roam event, as far as I understand. And from what I hear, the Condor Egg is normally like $1,000, I believe, if you manage to get it in the free roam event. So I think that might be like $1,250 you should be able to get if you manage to 25% RDO money on the Condor Egg free roam event. Assuming it means you get the 25% with the actual Condor Egg and not like the small measly payout of the actual free mode event. If it's the payout on the actual free mode event, not the like super crazy expensive Condor Egg, then yeah, if it's just a free mode event, then yeah, definitely not really worth doing. But if you actually get the 25% on the Condor Egg, then definitely join as many of those as you can. And yeah, I think the Condor Egg typically is in like high up areas for like elevation and stuff like that. I'm not the most familiar with the Condor Egg. I've never managed one myself. I've got close maybe a couple times, but yeah, it's a pain in the ass to get the Condor Egg if you're not like the most good at that already, I suppose. And the roll XP, if you want roll XP, I would definitely suggest just staying in free mode, I imagine. Going to like a separate lobby for a free roam event for roll XP, I definitely don't really feel it's going to be that worth it. Though who knows, you might get a lot of roll XP if you do actually pick up said Condor Egg. So I imagine pretty much everyone but the person who picks up the Condor Egg gets pretty terrible rewards, I imagine. And yeah, there's like offer for free boots apparently as well. That should be where I'm at. I'm a collector at a discount this week and take 40% off Central Collector's gear. So this goes into discounts here. But yeah. The discount on the collector is 5 gold bars off the collector's bag. collector's bag is normally 15 gold, being 5 gold bars off. That's a 33.3% off discount. But yeah, 33.3% off. They've actually given the collector for free, I believe, by getting all the like 54 playing cards near like the beginning of the release of the collector. So they have given it for free, so and the discount's not the greatest it will ever be, obviously. But yeah, collector, if you're not already into it, it's basically the best role in the game for making money. If you're going for the best role to make gold, then I would say that would definitely be the bounty hunter. But if you want the best money role, then I feel the collector is definitely it. With how super easy it is to get the collectibles, along with if you use your like preferred search engine to look up like a collector map on your preferred search engine, then yeah, that obviously helps significantly as well. Compared to getting like animal samples of like the naturalist, and then also kind of the like moonshine trader businesses, I feel it's been better than those for sure, if done right at least. But 40% off the refined binoculars apparently. Refined binoculars, they allow you to view like dig spots above ground. So if you see like a race between the dirt above ground, you can basically see them from afar with the refined binoculars. In my opinion, the refined binoculars is definitely the least worthy of the free listed there on the bottom of the left section there. Refined binoculars as a like efficient collector, you probably if you're collecting efficiently, then the refined binoculars probably won't really get much of any use. Obviously, the best combination of stuff to use would be the metal detector and the Pennington field shovel, and then combining it with your eagle eye to find any like above ground collectibles while you're going for those underground collectibles. And obviously, you can use like a collector map of some kind on your like preferred search engine, so like buying maps and from like Mount Nazar. So obviously, collectibles you're meant to like in like single player games, people look that up. So who's to say it's really wrong necessarily for an online game necessarily? Like it's obviously not glitching looking up like a map of like collectibles and stuff. That's just using like your resources and stuff. So yeah, being an efficient collectible, you basically want being a being an efficient collector, you want to have the metal detector, and field shovel for underground collectibles. Metal detector you should have out at all times whenever you're not in combat and stuff like that. So basically, when you're just going around the map at any time at all, just use your metal detector, obviously, since you want to find as much collectibles as you can. Field shovel obviously allows you to dig them up. Using Eagle Eye when you're holding a metal detector obviously allows you to not miss a certain amount of like above ground collectibles. Obviously, you might miss some above ground collectibles with the metal detector, but that's the trade off. And like the metal detector collectibles tend to be much more worth it, anyways. And yeah, first thing you can do obviously is use a preferred search engine for a collector map. So yeah, with those few things I mentioned, refined binoculars are kind of useless, I would say. I can't think of much of any time I've really used the refined binoculars because I think like I mentioned, it's only for the above ground dig spots. And 35% off all Creola horses, which is the collector horses. And there's also free fast travel for the whole entire week, or 2 weeks even for free fast travel, which is definitely very amazing. Might be the longest thing of free fast travel they've ever done, quite honestly. And yeah, fast travel I only recommend if you have like all the collectibles in like a certain area. If you need like lots of collectibles, then definitely just go on horseback, I would say. And select collector and roll items, 35% off. such as the Collector Saddlebag and then all Creole horses. Collector Saddlebag, I'm not really sure if there's much of a use for that one. I don't know if you need a Collector Saddlebag for your horses that collect and stuff like that. But it's only like 120 normally for the Collector Saddlebag, so 35% off. I don't think it's really that efficient for that one. But obviously horses just can cost a lot, so that's definitely quite nice for the Creole horse. Quite frankly, I actually got a Creole horse at full price, which kind of sucked last week or two. Because yeah, I'm trying to build a horse collection, but yeah. And all shirts offered at Taylor and Weird Ross & Co catalog are 45% off. And Prime Gaming's the same, pretty much. Free accessory and 50% off non-roll multi-horse. But yeah. But yeah. For 50% off select multi-class horses. When I was actually buying a few horses myself, I actually kind of learned what the good multi-class horses are. And yeah, obviously it's a non-roll, so that narrows it down pretty easily. In my opinion, the best non-roll horses in terms of stats would be the Mustangs. Maybe not all the Mustangs, but the last 3 to 4 Mustangs I think are the best non-roll horses. In fact, the horse I'm using right now is actually a Mustang. That's what I'm using here. But yeah, as you can see, with full bondage, the Mustang here has 10 stamina and 10 health. But yeah, 10 stamina and 10 health, and then the hidden stats are also pretty good on it as well. But yeah, as you can see, the hidden stats are pretty good too on a Mustang, or at least the last couple of few that are listed in the stable. So this and a couple of the other coats of the Mustang are definitely the best non-roll horses to get without Prime Gaming. That's not advice I was able to provide before. Alright, did I get 2000 Club XP in here? Alright, gonna have to wait till later in the event week for the 2000 XP there. Hey, by the way, buying horses is why my money is so low right now. Yep, they're literally forcing people to play Strawberry, and it's pretty fucking sad. That's actually very fucking sad that they're forcing people to play fucking Strawberry, though, honestly, just for double XP. At least next week it's Fort Mercer, but still, that's ridiculous. I have to play one fucking Call particular. Like, it should just be across the board on all of the few different maps, like, honestly.
Oh, welcome back.
Alright, weekly collection is the Squire's Journey.
I feel like I've seen just about every soul that lives in the state come through those doors.
Yeah, like it didn't have cocked on or when I had repeater stuff again. It's weird.
Just come back when you're ready.
But yeah, weekly collection this week is the Squire's Journey. And actually, as the image suggests, it actually has tarot cards in there, which is actually super good for collecting, actually. But yeah. But yeah, Squire's Journey weekly collection value is $97.50, which actually for tarot cards is pretty good. But keep in mind, this collection value is definitely because of the 50% more on the collection. And yeah, it does take from 3 different suits of the tarot cards, but yeah. They are above ground collectibles, which means you can guarantee at least one very particular spawn of these every single day. So this can be a pretty decent weekly collection and take advantage of if you want. Easy 97.50 every single day. And yeah. Just recently I sold my very first weekly collection, so I know how the XP works as well. And you get 1,000 XP for a weekly collection. Weekly collection of 1,000 XP is pretty damn decent, especially for getting up that getting that Halloween Pass 2 ranked up. 1,000 XP per weekly collection, that's gonna get you up there pretty quick. And yeah, unfortunately it won't be for 2 weeks most likely, because I think the weekly collection will be one of the couple things that end up changing for week 2, since it is a 2-week event week for the most part. But yeah, expect the collection to change for next week, even though there's not a new event week. But yeah, at least for these last few days, pretty good weekly collection to take advantage of if you need to get a quick finish on your Halloween Pass 2. Because you can go on your preferred search engine for a collector map and you can very easily narrow down these collectibles because they are above ground and therefore don't have much randomness with them. And I think that's pretty much it, I think, for this event week stream. I'll just make sure there's nothing on the newswire that hasn't been covered on this benefits section. the way, going into the Creola horses, if you're going for like very good statistical horses, the Creola horses probably really won't be that great. For the last two of them, which are really the only two really worth getting, which are like the $1,000 ones, which are probably like 600 and maybe like 500 at minimum right now. So if you want like the best, like, let me get my horse here real quick again. I mean, there's even a stable here, so I might even show it off as well. Especially because I've actually been pretty heavy on getting horses recently. But yeah, when you go in the stable, these like stats will actually be for level 1 bonding. Doesn't show any bonding, but the level 0 and level 1 stats are exactly the same. They're like 600 right now for the best ones. But yeah, their hidden stats for speed and acceleration get up to like 1 in 3. Which that's actually pretty typical for a pretty good horse, so you won't really want these much for the hidden stats necessarily. But yeah, 6 on speed and 5 health, that will max out to 9 and an 8 on stamina and health. So you won't even get like 10 and 10 on these like visible stats here that you see when pressing down and whatnot. And yeah, the hidden stats, there's a lot of horses I think that have those types of hidden stats as well. If you're going for like the best hidden stat horses, I think they're actually the Norfolk Roadsters. With a 1 and 2 acceleration at highest. Whereas most are 1 and 3, I think. So what I'm basically saying is they don't really necessarily shine much of anywhere as far as I can tell compared to other horses. So not necessarily super worth getting a Creole if you're like heavy on the like stats that you get. In my opinion, some of the like later Mustang editions are definitely some of the better horses for sure. And that's finally gonna be it for the stream. Next stream will be a GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition stream, most definitely. And if I do get the game early, I'm not gonna be streaming it early, because I'm not risking embargo or some shit like that. So, definitely not gonna be doing that till Thursday, no matter what. I know other people are doing it, but I'm not doing it as well. If I play them early, I'll be playing them private for until the embargo gets lifted at least. So that should finally be it for the stream. Oh, actually, I uploaded a fucking PS5 video for the first time and it took like a fucking hour to process, I guess. Maybe it's higher fucking quality or some shit. But that should finally be